The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus said to the crowds and to his disciples, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You lock the kingdom of heaven before men. You do not enter yourselves, nor do you allow entrance to those trying to enter. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You traverse sea and land to make one convert, and when that happens, you make him a child of Gehenna twice as much as yourselves. Woe to you, blind guides, who say, if one swears by the temple, it means nothing. But if one swears by the gold of the temple, one is obligated. Blind fools, which is greater, the gold or the temple that made the gold sacred? And you say, if one swears by the altar, it means nothing. But if one swears by the gift on the altar, one is obligated. You blind ones, which is greater, the gift or the altar that makes the gift sacred? One who swears by the altar swears by it and all that is upon it. One who swears by the temple swears by it and by him who dwells in it. One who swears by heaven swears by the throne of God and by him who is seated on it." Friends, sisters, and brothers, the Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Please be seated.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat na naandito sa Minor Basilica of Our Lady of the Holy Rosary of Manaoag. Magandang umaga rin doon sa mga sumusubaybay sa atin sa live stream ng misang ito. Hindi ko po alam kung bakit maraming tao. Alam ko po holiday. Pero may nagbulong mo sa akin, baka daw dahil sa darating na eleksyon, local election sa barangay at sa sangguniang kabataan. Kung kayong man ay kandidato, welcome. Ang aking homily ay para sa inyo talaga. Ano ba yung sinabi sa ating ebanghelyo? Woe! Ano ba ibig sabihin niyang woe? Nag-iisip ako ng salita kung ano ba ang magandang translation niyan sa Pilipino o sa Tagalog. Kapag sinabi kasing woe, parang nung bata pa tayo, di ba? Kapag meron kang nabasag o may nasira ka, anong sinasabi ng mga matatanda? Lagot ka. Yan ang sinasabi. Lagot. Our reading in the Gospel shows Jesus giving stern, matindi, yung rebuke to the scribes and Pharisees. Sapagkat ang mga skribo at ang mga Fariseyo ay tinatawag na experts sa batas ng mga Israelita. Pero pinapahirapan nila yung mga tao. Pinapahirapan nila sa napakaraming mga batas na hindi naman inintend ng Panginoon nung panahon ni Moses. Woe means great sorrow, distress, or trouble. It is a strong term used by Jesus to show his indignation at people who locks or shuts the door of the kingdom of heaven. Kaya nga sinabi niya, mga bulag kayo, paano kayo magli-lead? Paano kayo magigiya sa mga taong sumusunod sa inyo? Alalahanin natin mga kapatid, Jesus came down from heaven to open the way for us to enter the kingdom of heaven. At sa Ebanghelyo ni Juan, sabi niya, he proclaimed that he is the way, the truth, and the life. Thus, we can only enter the kingdom through him. It is therefore necessary for all of us, simula po sa akin hanggang doon sa huling tao diyan sa simbahan, we have to listen to him and to follow him. And as followers of Jesus, dahil sa ating common baptism, his mission, yung mission ng Panginoon, ay mission din natin. Ano ba yung mission niya? It is now our duty and responsibility to lead people to the kingdom, not away from the kingdom of heaven. Yun. Kapag halimbawa ko itatakbo sa pagiging isang leader sa inyong barangay, ano ba ang inyong motibo? Dapat natin itanong yan. Ang Panginoon, He gave up His pagiging Diyos, naging tao siya katulad natin. Self-emptying siya, ang tinatawag nating kenosis. Kaya nga siya ay naging alipin, siya ay natutong magsilbi. Ngayon ko ang motibo natin sa ating pagtakbo para maging leader ng ating community ay kapangyarihan o tinatawag nating poder. Mali na ang ating first step. Kailangan handa tayong maglingkod at magsilbi. We are all servants and disciples of Christ. And in defining greatness as servanthood, Jesus turns the whole social order on its head. The first become last. The last are suddenly first. Sabi nga ng isang tanyag na manunulat, si Henry Nouwen, our God is a servant God, and we are liberated by someone who becomes powerless. Walang kapangyarihan. We are strengthened by someone who became weak. Diba? Nakita natin kung anong nangyari sa kanya sa Kalbaryo. We find a leader in someone who became a servant. So you want to lead? Become a servant. Unlike the proud priests and scribes in the gospel. Becoming a true servant means excluding vanity, resentments, jealousies, all the self-centered elements that crowds out peace and excludes serenity. God will not send anyone away empty, except those who remain so full of themselves that they leave no room for grace. To have a servant's heart is to have a heart rich to overflowing. Naguumapaw ang compassion. Rich in grace, biyaya, mga blessings. Rich in hope, pag-asa. And rich, mayaman sa pag-ibig ng Panginoong Hesus. At yan ay mapapasainyo kung ang ating puso is one of that of a servant.